All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the weekly charts of what happened this week. And let me say up front, I apologize if you hear any background noise. My wife is getting her eyelashes done. The lash lady is here at the house doing my wife's eyelashes, so they're in the other room talking. So if you hear anybody talking in the background, that's them. But I want to go over this. This is critically important because we had a phenomenal week, in my opinion, and with the trade copier service. This is our first week of launching it. We had a lot of people sign up and a lot of people asking questions and stuff like that. So I just really want to say thank you to all our members who gave us a try. We basically came out with 10 wins and only 1 loss, a couple of break evens and this and that. And it was a shaky week for me a little bit, but I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to actually start with the chart that the loss took place on so you guys will really understand what actually happened with that one. So you'll see it's not a normal thing. I'm not saying we're going to have a perfect week every week, but certainly for the launch of our service, I really was trying to go for a perfect week, but one of the trades did not work out, and that's the one that's on the screen. So I'm going to break that one down first, and then after that, I'll go through all the rest of the, sorry, you guys, I got my thing, let me mute it. Then I'll go through the rest of the charts as normal so that you guys can kind of see what the setups did for the week. In addition to that, for if you're new here and tuning into my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button so the algorithms will know to let the other Forex traders know what we got going on over here. Let me be very clear. I am not a fan of backtesting something 6 months ago. I'll say that over and over and over again. I think it's just foolishness. Flat out foolishness. If you're going to test out indicators, strategies, or anything else, this week is going to be a perfect example of what I'm talking about as to why you going back 6 months, 7 months, a year, back testing it, if you're really not getting authentic information. So as I'm breaking down this very chart in front of you, you're going to see exactly why I keep saying only go back a week or two, because then you're allowed to not only track the price action, the indicators' responses, but what impacted the market during that time. And this is what is missing when retail traders go and backtest indicators. They have no idea what impacted the market at that time. And that is more critical than the indicators and the price action itself. I have taught for years that price action should be reversed. It should not be price action. It should be action taken upon the price. Okay, because when the markets start tripping, people begin to take action on the price. Okay, they start putting bids or sell and asking. That means you're taking an action on an event, whether you're just seeing plain regular chart movements or news events. And this chart in front of you is going to be a prime example of what I'm talking about. So let's get to the charts. All right, so on this one here, I'm going to show the market up right where I had placed my trade. Okay, right here is where I placed my trade, and it was actually, as you can see, it was originally in a downtrend, then it popped up. It hit a stop level right here, which was the double top right here on the down thing. So as you can see, it was moving down, moving down, moving down. Okay, it was moving down, moving down, moving down, and then see, it created a lower high. This is from the daily. Here's a high point. Here's a lower high. So what was expected was supposed to be that this would move down, come down some in this area, and then pop up and retest. However, here's what actually happened. And this is why backtesting 6 months ago is a complete waste of time. What actually happened, this thing started actually moving in our favor. It was doing really well. We was going to get us about 40 pips out of this or whatever, just to retest, and I'm going to mark up this level. So let me put a mark where it was supposed to go. Actually, let me do this. Here's where it was going, okay, right to this level here, okay, right there, okay. So you can see this was a popular level, a lot of activity at this level. So again, when it was here, we was expecting a drop to this level, okay. However, what happened was, because remember, prices stopped right here. You can see it on this candle. So prices stopped and it was stalling out, but all of a sudden, there was some news or something that came out of Japan. And when that news came out of Japan, it shot up like a bottle rocket. Now, how do I know that to be true? Here's a secret. Please write this down. I have taught you guys for many years, anytime you lose a trade, don't panic and don't think that first off you made a mistake. The first thing you want to do is go to other trading pairs and see is there a correlation with them as well? So since I was trading the CAD Swiss, or the CHF JPY Swiss, that's the Swiss pair, I went to AUD JPY, and you see it shot up, boom, from its low. Okay, CAD JPY shot up, boom. Euro JPY shot up, boom. GBP JPY shot up, boom. And NZD JPY shot up. And then last but not least, USD JPY shot up. The worst of them was actually the one that I was in, which is why I told you I really don't like trading the Swiss all the time. It's very sneaky. But as you can see, when that news came out, these candles stuttered right here, and you can see the white candles represent down, the magenta candles represent up, okay? For the sake of argument, let me switch these colors real quick so you guys can see this a little bit better. So I'm going to switch it back to what it normally is. Green for up, red for down. Green for up, red for down, okay? All right, now you can really see it. So you can see right here in this area, it was slowing down, and it came, retested, and then that news came out, and boom, this thing shot through the moon. So yeah, it hit our stop, but there was nothing we could do about it because I didn't foresee that there was going to be a surprise event that was unscheduled that caused the news to happen, okay? So that was our one loss for the week. It is what it is. You know, losses are going to happen. I did send back out, watch this, I did send back out last night an alert saying, hey, I think we need to get back in, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I was looking at, okay? So I'm going to go back in here, and I even put it into the groups. I say, hey, you might want to keep your eye out on it, okay? So watch this. Let's go to a blank chart, and I'm going to go to the weekly. And what do you see right here? Bing, bing. Okay, so y'all see that? Double topping on the weekly. That's the weekly chart. Go down to the daily. So I just want to show you guys exactly what I was looking at, okay? When it did shoot back up and I said, okay, let's go ahead and hop back in on that trade. You can see, look, this is from the daily. Here's candle 1, candle 2. It tried to reach here. Here's candle 3. And here's candle number 4, okay? So now let's go back. Okay, let's go back to what I saw. Not only did we have that weekly, okay, daily and weekly, oops, and the monthly. Here's monthly. You can see even on the monthly, it came all the way up. Here's the weekly, double top. Here's the daily. So then I drilled it down and said, all right, guys, so let's go ahead and get back in and go get our pips back because I don't like losing a trade, especially when I knew I was right, except for the news event. So let's go ahead and hop back in. And as you can see, those who have the simplicity system, you know exactly what we're looking at. We're looking at a simple 415er. So as you can see, here's the 4 hour, drop down to the 15 minute, and there was an arrow. And this was actually coming into play. The only reason I closed it out on the copy trader earlier at break even is because of what? Here's point number 2. Number 2. Why did I close it out? Because what was going to happen? Anybody? What happened today? NFP news. You got it. NFP news came out and the market started spiking for many different pairs. So if you go to a smaller time frame, like on gold, look at this. See? And I did not want to be in a trade when there's spiking or potential spiking going on. See this spiking? You don't want to be inside trades like that. Okay? See, look at this. See all this spiking going on? So I closed at break even because it's wise to protect the account. See this little spark up and then right back down? Right here, I don't want all that. Not when we're trading other people's money on a copy trader, okay? So for those who's in the copier service, that's how the trade played out. Was I correct? Let's go back to the 4 hour and the 15 minute, and you can see it did begin right after all this foolish news. Look at this spikes. Boop, boop. And now you understand why I closed it out at break even before the news event, okay? Because you don't know how far this thing gonna spike. It could have did just like gold did, right? See, look at this. Look at how big that is. So you don't never know. So you don't want to gamble your account not knowing for sure whether it's going to do something like this or whether it was just going to do a little small one like this. And so it just turned out to be a small one. But either way it goes, we got all next week. Okay, this is just the first week of the year. And again, we still were 10 and 1. So I'm just showing you the one trade loss. But as you can see, I was actually correct on this trade. It was just, you know, news. All right. But again, just to reinforce my point, now do you understand why I say it? When you're trying to back test indicators, it is imperative that you only do a small sample that is very recent so that you can not only check out the background of the strategy you're trying to test or the indicators, but you can go and look at the news events that potentially could have interfered with that setup that you were saying was a win or a loss. Do you see my point now? That's why I don't believe in long testing, back testing 6 months ago, because I don't know what news happened from week to week. Okay? Now let's get back to the normal stuff. So going through here, there was a lot of movement on the 4 hour, and I always start on the 4 hour, but I didn't see a lot of 415 setups, you guys. So again, here's another one that I was telling you guys about, where see how it double topped and it was supposed to drop. That's what the CHF JPY, the Swiss JPY was supposed to do. Okay, but it just turned out the news had hit it, and so it jumped. All right, so moving forward, did we see much of anything? No. Here was as we go forward, I'm gonna show you another setup on here that I did like. We were in it, but then I just closed it out a little too early before that thing just went parabolic. Okay. Stacy Burks, I like that term that he uses on his channel, parabolic. Okay, so I'm going to show you what happened on that one, and that is GA. GA, I was correct. It was dancing around a little bit, made us a little profit, but it started pulling back, and so I cut it because, again, when you're playing with other people's money, you want to be very, very careful. But look at this. I went parabolic. That thing went nuts, and I was like, dang, I'm correct so many times. I hate when I'm correct. And missed out on more. We could have got way more on that. So anyway, that's something I'll work on next week. Just being careful. But again, when you're doing 10 wins between Miss Jenny, Dr. Elvis, and myself, there was 10 wins and only 1 loss. That's still an amazing week. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's keep going. So that was a great week. Anytime, and here's the cluster crap. We can call it cluster crap. A lot of times you're going to be in a trade and that thing is going to sit there forever. Okay, like this, where it's just dancing, going up, back up, back up, back up, back. And it makes you seasick. But that's because this thing is stabilizing itself, trying to retest this bottom over and over and over again. And so you may have to hold this for days at a time before it actually goes parabolic. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right, on this one, GN did the same thing, and then it went off, okay? Look at that, okay? See? There we go. But I'm going to show you this from the ocean wave system. I caught this one a little bit late on a personal as well. Why the 37 pips? Wait till we get to ocean wave. You'll see. Okay. And then here we go with this. But again, out of the normal 415ers and 430s this week, honestly, I didn't see much. It just wasn't. And this is because this is the first week of the brand new year. So, the markets were, in my opinion, a little out of balance in the first place. So I didn't expect a whole lot of prettiness. Okay. Let's look at these. And as you can see, the arrow was correct on these. And that's that. Here's look at that. US 30. I ate good on that one. S&P 500. See, dippity dip, dippity dip. NASDAQ fell real nicely, and here's gold. Okay, gold was kind of messy. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said, first of the year, first week of the trading year, not too hot. Okay, but for the ocean wave, it was different. Let's go to the ocean wave. As you can see, this went down, it went down. AUD CAD said down, it went down. Oops. AU said down, it went down. AJ, it said up, and there you go. See, why did AJ go up? That news event. See, JPY pair. Okay, again, AN, down, down. And I'm on the 30-minute time frame for all of these. Look at this, see, it's Swiss JPY. This what happened, see? It went up, it kept on going up. Okay, kept going up. CAD Swiss, yeah, sideways. CAD JPY, up. Realistically, stick to the ocean wave. It would have took you through the first week of the year. Normally, we look for midweek reversals, but in this situation, Now, here's something interesting. See EuroCAD? See how it's sitting on the neutral zone, but price action is hovering above the neutral zone? Sometimes I would drop to that 15-minute and look at there. This is setting up for a nice setup. Just need a little bit more confirmation, but this will going to be a nice one if it keeps hovering there next week. I will be checking that pretty baby out, guaranteed. All right, let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD drifted down normal. EJ went up because of the JPY pair. Euro NZD sideways, but it could pop. Okay, but look at this, not ready yet. Okay, Euro Swiss, nothing, just really sideways. EG to the downside. Ooh, that was nice. GA, remember I was telling you about, went parabolic. Now you can see it there. GN, same thing. GCAD, now this is one I was telling you about. See how I got 37 pips, got in on that sideways action, and it popped. And I'm hoping that the EuroCAD would do something similar, where it just went sideways for a little bit, get a little more confirmation. You see it starting to build, and then boom, it'll pop. So I'm hoping that EuroCAD would do the same thing. And this is a nice one too. See that slow roll? This will be a nice one for next week. Okay. And look at this. See how it's already built to the 30-minute, and you got the 1 hour in neutral zone. See, it just creeped over that blue. Let's look at GU. Yeah, nothing there. GJ, see, parabolic because of the JPY news. Neutral, New Zealand Swiss, this the M pairs. NCAD, nothing much there. NJ, parabolic because, again, the JPY news. NZD USD was down. So pretty much the Ocean Wave called it pretty smoothly for the week. This one, I did get I clipped off some pips pretty nicely off of this one. And again, this looks like it's sitting smooth. I do really, and let me remove this real quick. The ADR for a minute, average daily range. I want y'all to see this. This is what I'm talking about. When price action is small candles, they're hovering real tight, and they're really close to the main wave. See the main green wave at the bottom? When price action is hovering and just laying on top of it, this is my favorite setup. So when the market reopens, if you're still sitting right there, oh, I'm going to take this one for real. Because look at when it runs smooth to the downside. It just ran for a good minute. Now, if that means it runs and it matches equivalently, that thing can come all the way back up to here or somewhere even near it. I don't care if you come even halfway to it. That means you can give me how many pips for the Ocean Wave? About 117 pips. So this is on my radar as well. So basically it's the CAD pairs. Okay, CAD. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. You got the US Mexican peso, USD JPY. See, JPY parabolic. Apple, I think, went downhill for those who trade. Ooh, see how good. I'm gonna really start trading Apple. I'm about to start smacking Apple around. Why am I not trading Apple? This is cool right here. Wow. Look at that. Smooth as butter. I think I'm going to start trading Apple. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the NASDAQ of the US 30. See that? And S&P 500 started slowly drifting. NASDAQ. Ocean Wave did very well this week. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Okay. Not going to lie. And here's gold. See it sitting neutral. But if this thing just sits neutral for a minute and then slowly drifts down like it drifted up, this will be a good setup. And that will be the close of the week. So again, you can get the Ocean Wave trading system and just have a ball with this thing. A lot of people are passing prop firm challenges, going nuts and crazy. So the big question I get all the time, hey, you got several different systems. Which one should I start with as a beginner or brand new to Forex trading? It will always be my answer. Get the Ocean Wave system. It is extremely simple to understand, extremely simple to use, extremely simple to identify trades. And it's very easy to make some good pips because it's a trend trading system, okay? And then you can always move over to others. If you don't want to trade on your own, then now that we have the copycat service, go to superezforex.com, sign up for the copycat trader service, and you have 3 of us who's going to be able to trade for you. That will be Dr. Elvis, Miss Jenny, the 6-figure coach, or myself will each be placing trades throughout the week, and it'll be instantly transferred onto your account without you having to be there. Just leave your computer running with the copier on your MT4, okay, or the MT5 because it works on both. So once you just place the copy system onto your broker platform, just leave the computer running. Now here's a question that came through. What if I turn my computer off? Well, you're not going to get the copy trades. Why? It's equivalent to saying, hey, I want to get phone calls and text messages on my phone, but I'm going to leave my phone turned off. Well, okay, you can turn your phone up, but you're not going to receive your messages and you're not going to receive a phone call. What do you have to do to get a phone call and to receive text messages? Leave your phone on, right? So the same thing with the computer. The only job you have to do is leave your computer on with the copy trader running. Now, if you don't want to use your own personal computer, I recommend going and getting a VPS, a virtual private server, or a fancy way of saying an online computer. You can rent the space. Therefore, it's in the cloud, and therefore you don't have to have your personal PC or laptop or whatever running all the time. You can have it running in the cloud 24/7, especially if you live in an area that goes through power outages and stuff like that. You can just leave it in the cloud running, and you'll know for sure that you're receiving trades even if you have a power outage, okay? So anyway, with that being said, please enjoy your weekend, and Uncle P is out of here. I'll see you in Sunday's video. Thank you very much.